What is up, legends? We are back and we're doing our usual at the beginning of the month, looking at the gross, and we're using Gacha revenue this time around. We can use Sensory Tower too, but Gacha revenue puts the CN that I won't have to actually look at two different lists at the same time. We can just I won't have to actually go to two different lists. It's gonna be the same thing at the same time. So here we go right off the bat. Genshin, first of all, 82 million. Some games don't even make that in 10 years. Like in 1 month, yo. 82 million. Dog. I can't even right now. I can't even. Like, bro. Anyway, Honkai, then Honkai Star Rail after that. Like, I just want to point out the fact that the first four on this list is all Hoyo. So if you add all of that up, just forget whatever region it is. If you add all that up, it's 82, the 66 is 148, plus a 143 is 191, right? And then it's like I can't even 220 million in 1 month between. No wonder they can make a character that basically come out with a damn album. like Robin just comes out with a damn album because obviously they can afford to do so. They can afford to pay somebody to actually do that. We're ignoring the drama because that's all nonsense to begin with. Like, we just all should be gaming and not even allowing people to benefit off of being drama queens. Just, if you like the character, summon the character. Just ignore everything else. Like, what? The fandom, ignore the fandom, play the game. Naruto Mobile, 33 million. It went up. What did they release last month? Was it Toby? No, not no, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. So, like, that's a big jump right there. That game just refuses to come out. And ironic, the One Piece game that's just got announced like a day ago is using the same engine as Naruto Mobile, and that's going to be actually coming out globally. They're already setting it up, but we can't get Naruto Mobile that makes this much money for how long? Like, this game is like 5 or 6 years old, y'all. That's crazy. Love and Deep Space is I'm not even shocked at Love and Deep Space no more, because like I people thought I was memeing, and there's like, what are you, homosexual? That like the dog, like, I came in, they told me to look at the game. I look at the game, like, I'm there to look. I understand it's a husbando game, but I also understand what's a good game. And I told y'all way before this game blew up that this is a good game. It's like Dragon Raja, but not corny. like it's just a good game. Like, they do a excuse me, they do a pretty good job in Love and Deep Space. So just, keep that in mind, yo. Keep that in mind. Like, I hope that dev makes a waifu version of Love and Deep Space where we can come in and enjoy it. Because obviously, we ain't gonna come in and mess with, a husbando trying to get a girl type of thing. Like, nobody gonna do that our side. So I hope they do they obviously got the money to now, because it's blowing up. I hope they do a waifu variation of Love and Deep Space, so us guys can jump in and have some fun with that. Monster Strike, the global version of Monster Strike just got an anniversary. It's been all over. They got commercials and everything else. This game does like wonderfully in JP. Global, and nobody's messing with Monster Strike, so it's probably all the way down the list. Nikkei, solid. Nikkei do like 15 to 20 million every month, except for if it's something really hype. The 19 is part of the anniversary, so it's probably going to do 19 to 20 next month too, because the anniversary is still going on right now. Okay, so AFK Journey The first part of that 2.5 was when the game first came out. Obviously, it's at 19 for all of April, which is extremely good. You can see it's keeping up and everything else. This is extremely good for an AFK game, idle game to begin with. So that's good on them. Good job. We played that game. So props to them. Puzzles and Dragons is solid. It's always around that number. Fate Grand Order is always around that number 2. Same thing with Summoners War. Persona the Phantom X. I told y'all this game was amazing. 11 million in China. This big, like, the Persona is fire. Like, I just put out a video of the second tower today, taking down the second tower. That fight was fun. That game is like amazing. It's basically the PS on the PlayStation 5 Persona Royale game as a gacha. Basically, it's like a console game with some gacha in it. The gacha you don't even really have to even partake in the gacha, but if you do, obviously you get some cool characters. Like, I got all the Phantom Thieves so far. So if there's a game that you should look forward to or even try to get into now, it's very easy to get into the Taiwanese version. So just, you just go ahead and download it and then get the English patch. You're good to go. Ensemble Stars, I don't know how like that's still around, but it doesn't get a lot of press because we can't cover it on YouTube. Can't cover it on Twitch either because it flags, so it's weird. Light and Night is another Husbando game, so it's I guess that's kind of like solid for them. Fate Grand Order Chinese, or China, sorry. They're doing all right. Dokkan Battle. The Dragon Ball games have not been doing well lately, so they're starting to level out, and you see them. It's coming up down there on the bottom that they're really starting to. This is Dokkan has been slowly dwindling for the past year. Like, it'll pop up for something really, really crazy, but then fall back off again. Not the Chinese side though. Actually, no. The Chinese side is even further down too. They usually do better, so it is what it is. Heavens Burns Red always does around this. Another amazing game that is supposed to be coming global. They've been saying that for the longest time. It just hasn't. Blue Archive in Japan, they usually do solid right there. That's their normal. Uma looks weird like this. I almost think this is like a bug somehow. It's kind of weird. Astra, it actually that's pretty good numbers for Astra right there. We play Astra, it's a lot of fun. That's the global version. 6 million is not bad to start out with. I wish it was like 10. 10 you would feel a little bit better. The reason why 6 is a little bit scary is because you started it with 6, so that means that you're just gonna not really sky up that much. So I'm looking for them next month to be around 2, like 2 or 3. Basically, depending on what this next update does, and we already got the patch notes today for the update. It doesn't look like it changes that much. There's a lot of quality of life stuff, so it kind of like is what it is. Arc Knight, as you guys can see right here, that's a number that's a little bit weird as well, a little bit down. Some of this stuff seems a little bit off. I'm gonna check Century Tower a little bit later and see if Century Tower is comparable or is stuff being underreported, but we'll go with this for right now. Reverse 1999 doing better in China right now with a 5.5 because the last update was pretty good. People kind of like the character, even though majority of the content creators was, and then people even coming in my comment section, don't summon the character, save for the anniversary. See, this is why I always say you can't just listen to stuff like that, because I would look see other places and people were enjoying the character. People in my Discord are enjoying the character. I go into the official Discord, they're enjoying the character. You can't just go by that. You have to actually try. And that's usually what happens. Like, people try for themselves and, hey, it's kind of good. I don't know what the hell they talking about. And then there you go. So Dragon Ball Legends, like I said, Dragon Ball seems to be down on this list across the board, so that's a little bit weird. That I normally don't see them like fail like that. This could just be what happened, but it's weird. I still say Memento Mori is a lie. Like, no matter what, I always come in and look at like the newest characters in that game, and there'd be nobody in the server. I could come in and like talk like anybody here, and anybody here, like I do it every single time. Like go into co-op, like anybody here, nobody responds. Nobody says anything. Basically, you can't get a co-op in that game. So I don't know how the hell they are making any type of million. Like it gotta be like one whale, one person funding that whole game. Because there ain't no way. Fire Emblem Heroes, same type of stuff. Bounty Rush, no, same thing. Epic 7, pretty much epic underachieving. That's what I call it, bruh. They got the Overlord collab right now, and they didn't break above their, like, that's why you know it's over for Smilegate. And they got their next game coming. They're probably going to bail out on Epic 7 and Outer Plane. Just look for it. Outer Plane is probably going to get EOS'd 100%, and it doesn't deserve it. But they seem to just want to continuously just keep throwing waifus out there. The cash grab. That is the one time you will hear me say cash grab, because they have thrown out waifu characters a year straight. Dog. A year straight. Nothing else but that. No male characters, not even like a cat dude or nothing like that. A year straight of women. That is the one time, and I don't like using the term cash grab because people overuse it 99% of the time. But that game, in that particular situation, they are cash grabbing with that, because they're not really doing anything else outside of that. Just waifus every damn week, dog. Like I can't. Yo, that is the one time you're gonna hear me say that. It's painfully obvious. The Battle Cats, Jujutsu Kaisen Parade, this fell off hard. This was like, in its first 2 months, made like 30 million, and since then it's like GG. Blue Lock World. It's getting weird, yo. It's like playing a manga, like a moving manga. It's weird. It's interesting but weird. But it's good on them for making this much money. Snowbreak. I've been meaning to talk about Snowbreak. Can you believe, or would you believe, that Snowbreak has consistently got better as time went on? It's becoming more and more a complete and good game. A lot of fan service. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to not talk about the fan service in the game. Like, it is obvious that it's got waifu bait, but the game itself has gotten consistently better. They have done a good job. It has a lot of content in it right now. The characters have gotten better. Every iteration of a new character gets better and gets a better kit, which they're like power scaling already in that game, and like it's like season 1 still in that game, and they're already power scaling. But that's okay. If it gets better, well, it's not okay, but the game is getting better, with thus more money right there. And the same thing should be, it should be getting a little bit better for Snowbreak on global. But AFK Arena basically is probably phasing itself out. Punishing Great Raven normally does between 1 to 2 million. Aether Gazer doing better in CN, and I consider the off banner, because the last month update wasn't that great in CN in my opinion, but but the story was, so that might have carried. Same thing in global. Global, the characters kind of, it's obviously this waifu bait in the global, and the husbando bait, but yeah. Pokemon Masters, I don't know how that's still around. Love and Deep Space Global did okay numbers. That's kind of down over here. So yeah, that's not that great in global. 7 Deadly Sins, that's not that great either. 1.9. I mean, it could be. Could be, man. It could be. We're talking about Pokemon Masters. Idol Masters is just whatever. The War of Visions doing better this time around, mainly because it had the Final Fantasy 13 collab that brought Lightning back and had Fang special, and then they had a new legendary type of character that everybody wanted to get, that was like a meta EX character, so they did better on that. Blue Archive has their collab going on right now, the Railgun collab, but I don't think that had anything to do with this right now because the Railgun collab just came, I think it just started like 3 days ago or something like that, so that's probably outside of that. CN AFK Arena, not so much. Honkai Impact the Third, this is just like hanging around. I think the only reason why Honkai Impact the Third still exists right now is because Hoyo can just pay for it to exist. Realistically, it went to 2.0 and nobody cared, which it got better. I'm talking about CN and Global. It got better, but it didn't equate to anything in price on either region. Ever Crisis JP went down. It's unfortunate for them. Altaria, the reason why Altaria goes down is because I think they aren't evolving. And that's why I stopped doing videos. Not that the game sucks. It's not a sucky game. I actually like it. And I want it to succeed, but it's not evolving. It's doing the same thing. They've been doing the same thing for the last 3 months. New character comes in, you get the character event. The event is the same event that we are used to for the past 3 months. It's been the same event every single time. Like you go in, you do the story, look at the story, get hype. Somebody comes and like powers up, and then you do the battle, and then you do the score battle, and then you get rewards. It's been like that for 3 months, no variation. So quality of life came in and stuff like that, but no variation. Like that's not gonna work. They keep doing that. Where we're at right now? AFK Arena. Oh, I missed Dislike seeing. That's kind of like whatever. You can easily miss Dislike. I'm sorry, Dislike. Where we're at? Black Clover M. Okay. Arc Knights. That's low. See, this list is seeming kind of weird. There's stuff that's not reported. Maybe like if I had waited a day, but whatever. We get the gist of it. Another Eden doing better on April side, so that's good for them. Azure Lane is just kind of there. Path to Nowhere, what's making it survive in general is the CN side, and they're not doing that well anymore either, so I'm kind of scary for Path to Nowhere. I don't want Path to Nowhere to die out, but it just didn't hit the way that it needed to. One Piece Treasure Cruise, a little bit down on that. Daily Sins, Bounty Rush, and now we get to like see all these red numbers now here. Now we are in like the EOS area, in my opinion, of where server costs probably cost around 1 million total, and you're not making the gross to actually pay for the server costs. You have to pay for everything else. So if the company doesn't have capital, credit, or stockholders actually funding it, then they're kind of like in trouble. And that's everything down here, except not the Phantom X, because that that just is there. And KR tends to not gross that much, so that may not necessarily be a bad thing for them over here. I forgot what like their overall is, but I've never seen a KR region game really get any higher than 4 to 5 million. So that may not necessarily be that bad of a thing for them over here. And then that's like the game has only been out like a week or two, so that's not that necessarily bad anyway. But compared to the other region, that's that's very much down. Bang Dreams, Arc Knight is kind of like The Battle Cats, I still haven't seen this game yet. I think I was supposed to go look last time I saw this on the list and I didn't. So I'm actually going to try to remember this time. I'll put it on the sticky right now. I'll go look at this game. So I have nothing to say about this game. I don't know anything about it. Dragon Ball Legends is like down overall. Love and Deep Space over here for JP is not doing that great. Azure Lane, same type of thing. Princess Connect is like hanging on in JP. And again, like I said, all this stuff down here is in massive trouble from this point on. Tower of God, all up in the red. Treasure Cruise. Now, this is global Ever Crisis right here with a Tifa banner last month, not making 1 million. Don't count on this game being here much longer. You know how Square do. This is underachieving like a mofo. Like it's over for this game. They probably not gonna make it to summer. Blue Archive, Ensemble Stars, but then again, they have other games that have been here for like 5-6 years and not making money, so it might live. But Final Fantasy 7 getting embarrassed like this, I don't see it. I don't. They're gonna cash that out. And then put their attention on the new Kingdom Hearts game, which they can't seem to get right either in beta. And they can't even get it right in beta, so I'm like, on that we ain't even get the global yet. Y'all can't even do it right in beta. Blue Archive, Ensemble Stars, Limbus Company forever making $900K every month. That might be okay for them. Miku, same thing. They be on the same part. Mobile Suit Gundam probably out of here. Brown Dust 2 is probably going to be out of here. Bang Dreams. Aster. A lot of people had a lot of hope for this game, but this game has never made any money in JP. I don't see it making any money in global too, so it probably won't even make global. Brave Exvius, Echo literally goes down 100K every month. So I don't know how long but Echo is probably not an expensive game to run per se, but it does have servers with a lot of co-op, so that can't be cheap. It deserves better, but same thing with Dislight, but Dislight, they run it poorly, which is amazing because they run the AFK Journey in a complete opposite way. It is done completely different from the Consecrator program, from the way that they do benefits for the players and what they give you actually in the game. The banners are completely different. If they did all of that in Dislight would be making like easily between 3 to 4 million every month. I do not understand how it's the same company and like moving on. Idly Pride, Puzzle Dragons, and Dolphin Wave. I actually the last time I saw this, I wanted to play Dolphin, but Dolphin Wave is a funny game. You want peak, go play that. War Visions is old as dirt. This is what I was talking about, that Ever Crisis might get a stay of execution if they're giving War of the Visions a stay of execution. Like, it's continuously not really making a lot of money. So Grand Summoners is like hanging on for dear life. Another Eden, that's kind of low for Another Eden. It used to average 1 million, so that's definitely down. Tower of Fantasy CN, that's definitely not great, but that was at the tail end of the Evangelion collab going into the new character, and the new character just don't hit, so there's that. Guardian Tales, yeah, they did 240K. Damn, Guardian Tales. Girls Frontline too. As much drama as that game got going on, I don't know how that still exists too. Guardian Tales Global, doing around comparable money. Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Devil May Cry deserves better. The devs don't deserve better, but Devil May Cry IP for that game deserves better because it's actually a pretty fun game. The mobile, it's a pretty fun game. Like, you can have fun in it. It's just that, again, the dev team gets in the way of the game, which is unfortunate. Snowbreak Containment Zone, again, like I was saying before, for the CN side, this should be making a lot more money than it does on global, but unfortunately on global, when you get first impressions and the first impressions teeter off and people just tune you out, it's very hard to get it back. You can come back in other regions, but not in global. Global, like, you gotta do like magic in global to get it back. Reverse 1999, not doing great. I feel so bad for this game because there's a lot of quality in this game. It definitely deserves to be making like 4 to 5 million. For as hard as they try, like the VA in that game, the music and the visuals and the fact that it actually has a cohesive story that makes sense. they deserve better. It should be way higher than this. So I'm definitely concerned for this game. If this EOS is, this will be the tragedy of Gacha right here, because this game, like, they actually try in this game, and you actually get currency in this game, and the devs actually, you know, make attempt. Like, it's really unfortunate if that happens to them. Impact the Third, Traveler, Altilia, again, like I said, they're not evolving, so their money is going to continue to just not do much. Hakai Impact the Third, Path of Nowhere, same type of money. Definitely these two, Tower of Fantasy and Punishing Graver, and they were like in the same spots last month too. Trouble, yo. That's all I can say is trouble, yo. Like that. Both of these games expensive to maintain. So Reverse $19.99. Ugh. So JP is like, oh my goodness. Eversoul, I don't know how Eversoul will still exist. And then Aether Gazers and all types of danger right now. And it's crazy because on YouTube it's popular. People like Aether Gazer. People like playing it and everything else like this, but it's not translating into money. Seeing Princess Connect, not doing that great. Seeing Alchemy Stars, not doing that great. Global Mobile Gundam, like I said, not doing great. Brave Exvius, this is a yikes for this game, because this is probably the most feature-packed Square mobile game that we have right now. Like, there is so much content in Brave Exvius if you give it a shot. Like, it's like playing like Final Fantasy 2 or 3 on a mobile platform, and there's like so much story, so much, like, they had like, what is it, 7 seasons of story? All of that is currency, by the way. The side content, the new characters that come in, all the franchises, like, it's a full, like, it should be a Steam game, basically. It should be a Steam, they should consider doing that. To try to like save them, because this is just bad right here. And I don't know what they can do to actually save that. Octopath Traveler, not doing that great because it's region blocked and damn near everything, so they kind of doing it to themselves. Like, go Square. Ensemble Stars, Counterside, not doing that great either. Starlight Relive, DJ Groove, Captain Sponsor, this is just on name alone, people are like hanging on to this, but it's not doing great. Aika Arena not doing great in JP. The Girls Frontline, CN is hanging on. Outer Plane is like, yikes. Remember I told you about Outer Plane, waifu all day, every day, all year. Grand Summoners, Neurocloud hanging on CN wise. All this, another Eden. I feel bad for another Eden down here, that they deserve better. Alchemy Stars killed themselves because you can't do consecration in this. Like, it flags. Like, I don't understand what, and like, we told them, and then it's like they don't care. So I was like, I guess you don't want YouTube videos then. Bang Dream, Echo on JP side. Blue Ock just coming in at 100K on global. Legend Clover, I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I've seen it, but I never played it. So One Punch Man World, wow. First of all, for it to be this far down here as an official IP with Saitama, Blizzard, and Tornado in your game, some high-powered waifus with Saitama, and you made 91,000. Okay. Dan Machi Battle Chronicle, Girls Front, like, somebody should be fired. Everybody should be fired for this. Everybody should be fired for this. Everybody at Crunchyroll Games, gone. 100% out of there. Back to my, like, what? How do you Same thing. The same thing with Ever Crisis, and the same thing with some of these other games. Like the games literally sell themselves, and you still mess it up. Like bruh, who is that? Girls Frontline, hanging on, Global hanging on, NeuroCloud Global hanging on, and then all this down here, they keep putting Hack OP Symphony so you can see them being dead in the water. Egan, yikes! God, this is a Google game that still exists, dog. That's sad, yo. That's hella sad. Archland, this ain't never come global. Don't look for it. They ain't never coming global. And then Scion, Peak of Combat, Egan again. There's nothing else to really talk about down here. Damn, every region Artery Gear don't do anything. That is disrespectful. I feel bad for Artery Gear because that's kind of a cool game too. Damn, look at JP Dislight. Holy crap. I don't understand Dislight. You had Dislight again. I'm like, I got like that meme of like the guy, what was it, Kermit the Frog with the hands out? Like, how, dog? AFK Journey's in the same effing building. Just everything AFK Journey is doing, just do it in Dislight. That's all you gotta do. It's like you don't even gotta listen to the community. Just do what the other game is doing. I get frustrated with this from a business sense and as a dev sense because I'm making the game and I see stuff like this and I'm like, the Eastern world when it comes to being devs is the most ass backwards. And it's all of the Asian companies that do that. It's like historically backwards. Like if it's something that will make them a lot of money and it's more like it's like they have to like listen to the community or listen to like the way Western views are, they will not do it. They will be broken in the poorhouse before they will actually go and make money because the West is doing it. They literally, that's how they operate. So me as a content creator from the Western world, when I say stuff like this, they will literally not do it, basically because they don't want to do what the Western world is saying. They want to do it the Eastern way and just go out of business. But we went out honorable. There ain't nothing honorable about being broke. That's all. So I'll catch you guys next video. Hopefully, I don't know. Like again, all this stuff, we probably gonna see some more EOSs this summer, because now we at the next end. The end of May is the end of the next fiscal cycle before you go into summer, because that's the June cycle, where it's June, July, and August. So now May, we're probably at least gonna see 5 to 10 of these games be like, okay, time to pack it up. So we'll just see which ones it's gonna be. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Be legendary, and hopefully you enjoyed this.